Determined to take on Sophie, Mason is the last to head to his mentoring session. Janine has set him up with Richard Bowles, award-winning leadership development guru, who has worked with some of the biggest companies in the world to work on how to show his real self.
You know, when I first saw him, Mason was this sort of robotic business person that seemed quite stilted. He's just not genuine. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking forward to hear and understand the true Mason.
So I guess I better introduce you to Community Brew.
I love that.
So why are you here?
This will be the next version of a sport drink. True nutrition with a brand that young adults can get behind.
You've convinced me. You're a yes.
Congratulations, mate. You're full of shit.
Mate, I'll show you otherwise.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Prove him wrong.
I will.
Yeah.
And prove me wrong, because I was worried.
Thank you. I started the business 7.5 years ago. I set out with my best friend to go inside a beverage company focused around health, well-being, which was my personal interests. 7 years later, we've created a whole range of healthy drinks. We have a great kombucha, a sugar-free iced tea for those people who are just looking for a refreshment in the afternoon. We have a cold brew coffee for those looking for a pick-me-up that's clean, simple. And now my next product is looking at a hydration drink, but again, sugar-free.
Straight off the bat, you come in here very kind of prepared, but it's very rehearsed. It's almost like you thought about that on the lift on the way up here. You've gone, these are the words I'm going to say in this order, and it's going to sound deep. And unfortunately, when you do that, it doesn't sound deep at all.
Yeah, right.
And you're somewhat just telling me a lie, really. Like, I'm just trying to figure out who is Mason outside of all this business stuff.
Yeah.
Just tell me you are.
Look, I'm a young dad. I love my family. It's one of my key motivators.
Way better.
Yeah.
Marketing, finances, you got all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate it by not being you.
Yeah.
Because ultimately the investment's going to be in you.
Yeah, it was really, really insightful. It was a chance to kind of remember where I've come from and remember who I am, not just like a business person. So I'm going to give people a little bit of an insight as to who I am. Yeah.
First to pitch from Team Janine is Mason.
I've done some small rehearsals, but I haven't really practiced the pitch of this now.
Yeah, sure.
Fully rewrote.
Who, after his mentoring session earlier today, has completely rewritten his pitch.
Gee, Mason was very robotic in the first one. He needed to make it more about him and be more Mason and talk about him and his family, not just...
Yeah, less robotic. I hope so.
Pump up.
Seriously,
Full mace. Come on, Brad.
There you go. Come on, Mason.
What a warm welcome. Thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure to present my company from Perth, Western Australia to you all. Obviously, I have a brand, I have a beautiful product, and I'll get to all of that. But what I want you to know and understand and feel, what motivated me to do what I do. And it's my family. All my life, I wanted to be a dad. And 7 years ago, I was absolutely blessed to become a stepfather to a beautiful young man. And I married my best friend. I married my soulmate. And I've got to say, it's a real privilege and it's a real duty to be a step parent. You know, it's not easy. It's something that no one really teaches you how to handle. But I'm deeply motivated by my parentage. 9 years ago, when I started my business, it was just an idea. It came from my heart. I was going to do it no matter what. Out the back of my house, with my best friend, we built inside a garden shed our pilot brewery. We were going to make a naturally brewed, authentic kombucha. Take it to farmers markets, keep it very raw and natural. In the first 12 months, we traded $500,000. Blew my mind. Right now, we have 800 wholesale customers. It's already a substantial business. We have $1 million worth of revenue out of Perth alone, but I have a very clear obstacle. I'm about 2,500 kilometres away from the East Coast over in Perth. It may as well be another country. I need to get my brand awareness to the East Coast. And that's where the investment comes in. Janine, you have built a remarkable empire. I've been a Boost Juice consumer since about 2002. Mango, magic. What my business needs is not a new brand. It's already killing it. What I need is awareness, and I need pavement pounding sales. I just need to shift my focus from the west to the east. And it's the mentorship which hones my ideas into the detail. Thank you.
What a difference. What a difference. The connectability to the audience was immense.
It was a different person. He wasn't robotic, he was him. He told us a little bit about him. Then the pitch, he didn't give us any of that.
It wasn't even in my team. I'm proud of him.
Yeah,
Because I was at the beginning of the journey with him in that hangar when he was, pitching you and I. And to see that refinement, it's going to be a very tough decision.
He smashed it. Seriously, that was amazing.
Thank
You're
you.
incredible.
Mason, at the start of this competition, although I could see something in you, I wasn't exactly sure who Mason was, and I know Gordon wasn't. How has the Mason sitting here tonight changed from the Mason that we met on the first pitch?
You know, coming into this whole experience, I really wanted to give my most polished self, and that resulted in my most scripted self.
Yeah.
But tonight's pitch was, it was a flow state, really.
Yeah.
Like, it was completely unrehearsed. I just knew my points. I really started to take a risk just to be myself, and really with the hope that that would be received well.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that because I had no idea. Your core business actually was a decent business.
Thanks.
So I'm surprised. Why didn't you go for that in the first place?
I came into this competition wanting to present that I'm an innovator. I should have just given you what I've done.
Young man, if that's not rehearsed, it was phenomenal. Touching on those stepfather moments can be super sensitive, but you made it such an emotional connect that gave a lot of dads hope. So I just want to commend you for that.
Thank you. It's very tough. Stepdads don't have a big voice. There's not many books about being a step-parent.
Literally captivating and just, pitch perfect. Well done.
Thank you.